And welcome. Hi, I'm author and strategy partner with Moms, Grace Rolson. If you're a member of some of my private Facebook moms groups, welcome. I do have some resources for you that can really help the process go along. I want to share with you my biggest resource, my Get the Right Lawyer Guide that has my 20 question attorney interview worksheet. So, hi, I'm the author of several books, including How to Fight a Narcissist and Family Court and Win Super Smart Strategies for Success. This is my updated and revised Get the Right Lawyer Guide. So I always say, if you're ready to learn, I'm ready to teach. My background is in loving an alcoholic for 15 years, breaking free of codependency, putting myself in codependent recovery, and breaking trauma bonds with a narcissist. And then I went on to write about having to co-parent, quote unquote, with a narcissist and how to stay sane through all that craziness when we ended up in a family court battle, not just fighting over child support. So I mentor some moms in my private coaching practice. I'd like to talk briefly about the books that I offer. My first book is Co-Parenting with a Narcissist, 7 Self-Rules to Stay Sane. My second is How to Fight a Narcissist in Family Court and Win, Super Smart Strategies for Success. That is also available on Audible. My third is Co-Parenting with a Sociopath, Survival and Sanity Guide. And my fourth is How to Survive a Custody Battle with a Narcissist when the family courts force you to co-parent. All of them are available on Amazon. And I say this is my story medicine, story wisdom. You can take it as story medicine because I did lose legal rights to our daughter in 2020 and had to work to get them reinstated and have some peace and protections in our life. So I really am dedicated to moms getting peace and protection in their lives for their children and themselves. And this is my Get the Right Lawyer Guide. Do you have to go to family court with a narcissist to get child support established? Are you in a high conflict custody battle with a narcissist? Do you need your parenting plan, agreement, or divorce finalized and court ordered? Are you ready to appear before a judge, plead your case, and be judged as a parent? If you are facing family court with a narcissist, I highly recommend retaining a family law lawyer or attorney to represent your interests, wants, and advocate for you and your child or children. I must mention up front that my experience through the family court system may not be the same as yours. I certainly hope yours is better than the struggle and suffering that I endured because you took the time to read or listen to this guide. It's fully available on video if you purchase the PDF guide. Spare yourself some headaches and heartaches by learning from what I went through. Read on or listen on for my survivor wisdom. Learn all you can because knowledge is power. And read my full disclaimer. You can pause this to read. It's shared survivor wisdom. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a paralegal. I'm not a professional of the court. I'm a mom who has gone through this. And the only advice I give is to get legal advice. And I'll explain what I mean by that and why. There's a fundamental need for a lawyer. Are you about to head into family court for the first time? Or are you in a lengthy custody battle with the narcissist? Feeling nervous, feeling stressed, drained, tired, and overwhelmed? Don't go into this fight disempowered. You may probably need a lawyer. I wrote this guide for protective mothers who are forced to co-parent with a narcissist and or stuck in a high conflict family court battle. Often our child custody cases are only as good as our attorneys who know the ins and outs of family court. Skilled attorneys have litigated cases, have seen multiple and various outcomes, and often know what can be asked for from the courts, from the judge in certain situations. They can be an asset, an ally, and give us sound and wise advice. 11 reasons to hire a lawyer. It shows that you are a concerned parent and you take your case seriously. Number 2, it shows that you are responsible and do what's required for your child in case. Number 3, it demonstrates you are a capable adult, a capable parent who obtains help for special situations. Number 4, it protects your rights and interests as a parent. Number 5, it protects your child's rights and gives them representation too. Number 6, it offers you legal guidance for creating a comprehensive custody agreement. Number 7, it affords you the opportunity to get more items ordered that would otherwise be missed. Number 8, it affords you the opportunity to hold the other party legally responsible to that contract. Number 9, it reduces stress and can ease your mind as a litigant to be well represented. Number 10, it provides you with support and recourse. It can give you strength and be a sign of strength, and sometimes even put a stop to the narcissist games, tricks, tactics, and trouble. Or at least the continual unfairness that narcissists tend to get away with. And 11, it asserts your authority and empowers you. So become empowered, get legal support, be wise, seek this solid representation. And that's all included in my guide. I always tell moms on social media, if you've got legal questions, start putting them in a list. And that's who you ask a lawyer when you have a legal question, and not the tax lawyer, not just any lawyer, a family law lawyer. And it's always better to keep your burning questions in a nice list on your phone as they come up. My tip is the only place to get legal advice is from your own lawyer who knows your family background, all the facts, the whole history, and specific details of your case. Social media is not the place to get specific legal advice. Just as talking to an attorney for only 30 minutes once is also not the place to develop a solid strategy. Note, you will need more than one strategy running at the same time. There is more than to just obtaining a lawyer's help. There's creating strategies. Having the right lawyer can empower you to protect yourself and your children and their rights. Empowering ourselves is our job. Getting representation can make us stronger and more confident, especially in controlling our lives and claiming our rights as a parent. The bottom line is, when dealing with the law, we have a fundamental need for a lawyer, or at least constant legal advice behind the scenes from a qualified lawyer. It may be completely irresponsible not to do the initial legal consultations that I'm suggesting ahead of time, like now, to at least identify lawyers who can help if and when the time comes. So if you know you're co-parenting with a narcissist, if you know you're going to family court to establish child support or change custody arrangements with a narcissist, just be smart about this and do these initial legal consultations, interview these attorneys with my 20 question guide. So do take your time making a selection of what attorney will be best for you in the given circumstances. Be mindful, careful, and cautious. Do this with considerable thought and forethought. I can't tell you how many moms get discouraged after obtaining bad representation and billed above their ability to pay by one lawyer. The problem, added to the narcissistic ex's post-separation abuse and maybe child abuse, sometimes becomes unbearable when you add in an attorney that's going to bill you above your means. Self-preservation is a must. Let me ask you, do you have rights? Do you know your rights as a parent? Does your child have rights? What are they? Do you know what your state's best interest factors are? Who is best to answer these questions for you in your circumstance, in your state? A top family law lawyer. When in doubt, call your lawyer and ask questions, especially if you don't know what to send in a reply to a narcissist. You haven't done any trainings on how to communicate with a narcissist, how to document the narcissist. We can only get guidance, support, advice, and direction in these legal troubles from the lawyer, a competent family law lawyer who knows the details of the case. Well-meaning friends and family can do more harm than good. They become emotional. They tell you to say something that triggers the narcissist. It doesn't de-escalate. It escalates the drama. And like I tell my moms in all these groups and all my coaching clients, the narcissist thrives in the drama, the trauma, and the chaos, and we get drained by it. And then we have no energy to not only be a mom, but to litigate our cases. So my guide is designed to get you thinking about finding the right affordable fit. In this guide, you get my handy, ready to print 20-question attorney interview worksheet so that you can go into your free or paid legal consultations ready with your burning legal questions, ready with your list of wants, and no narcissistic drama stalling the process. Being prepped and ready can save thousands of dollars in legal fees and make all the difference in your case. Combine this guide with my 20 wants list, and you will have solidly prepared for how to lead your lawyer with these lists as I teach moms. You don't have to waste time and your dollars complaining about your narcissistic ex and getting nowhere. Rather, you can stay focused on getting court orders to curb the narcissist's bad behavior, solve problems, and prevent future conflict and confusion. If you resonate with my message of creating protection and peace for children while maintaining sanity and eliminating headaches, keep listening, reading, pick up my guide. I have much more to share with you. You can go on to learn my advanced skillful means method of dealing with the narcissist, because there are actually ways to effectively handle narcissists, de-escalate drama, disarm, and neutralize them. However, keep in mind that this takes time, patience, and practice to learn, and you will most likely have to go through several phases. I wish for all the moms and children to get the peace and protection that me and my child are grateful to have in our drama-free, abuse-free lives today. I designated a notebook to keep track of these legal interviews that I did and the names of lawyers, along with the strategies and approach that they said they would use in my case. Having this legal notebook handy felt very reassuring and empowering. I learned to file this away when I needed to step out of the legal battle and back into my happy life without the narcissist and focus on caring for myself and our child. If you feel entirely ready to outgrow the narcissist, then learn from all my books. Are you more of a visual learner? Then watch my Navigate the Narcissist co-parenting video program and learn to maneuver around the narcissist while safeguarding your custody case. I found it very advantageous to my case to not be lumped in as part of the high conflict. I remained more mature and the more reasonable party, which afforded me more parenting time and financial rewards, meaning legal fees paid by my ex when he was in contempt, and more child support, actually. There are ways to stop the narcissist, and that includes 3 things. 1, accountability. 2, monitoring. 3, consequences. And I say put that on repeat. 1, accountability. Is the narcissist you're dealing with even accountable for child support at all or health insurance? 2, consequences, or 2, monitoring. Is the family court monitoring him? Is his lawyer monitoring his behavior? Is the supervised visitation program monitoring him? Are you documenting him in a clear, concise, organized way? And then 3, Are you or the courts or somebody issuing the narcissist consequences for bad behavior, for what he does and doesn't do? That's a key part of this. Don't just go to court, go in prepared and properly represented. I've been helping moms search and find the right lawyer in my coaching practice. Use my 20-question attorney interview worksheet in this guide to interview potential attorneys. Get your burning legal questions answered and maximize your legal consultations. Go into these interviews with a short, specific list of what to ask. Certain critical things matter in our custody and child support cases. The reality is, quite often, our custody case is only as good as our attorney. Be smart about this. I encourage you to be knowledgeable and prepared. So let's face the facts. If you are a mom who has split with a narcissistic ex, it may be a bumpy battle. If you yourself are not a family law lawyer with 10 to 20 years of experience or a trained paralegal in family law, then you probably need a lawyer for this ordeal. Keep this in mind. Even lawyers have lawyers. You will most likely need good, solid, ongoing legal advice from a qualified lawyer who knows the ins and outs of family court to help with the many issues and problems that a narcissist presents as a co-parent and parent. So, this is my Get the Right Lawyer guide. Getting legal representation is empowering, even if you're paying for, as my guide goes over different scenarios. Don't throw out all lawyers if you've had 1, 2, 3 bad lawyers. There's a list of what to look for in a lawyer, what stop signs and red flags to walk away from. And the 20-question attorney interview worksheet that's included tells you what to ask to keep it simple, short, and sweet. So we are looking for references and referrals from moms who are divorced, coworkers, moms in playgroups, DV counselors, DV agencies. Um, Sometimes getting an attorney will deter the narcissist. And I talk about the difference between lawyer and attorney. My guide, the full video is like an hour and 45 minutes. The guide is like 30-page PDF. And so many moms wish they got, like me, wish they got the better attorney up front. It would have saved thousands. It would have saved years. It would have gave them a more comprehensive guide, a more comprehensive parenting plan or divorce order. So I talk about being reasonable and not expecting the lawyer to be an all-in-one hero, because it can lead to burnout, but we need a team of support. And we also need to educate ourselves about family court battles with narcissists, and to expect the unexpected and know that it can be very stressful. And I don't advise self-representation unless you are planning on hiring a lawyer for the last minute and you have legal advice from somebody that you found in my 3 to 5 attorney interviews by printing out 3 to 5 of these worksheets, because there's so much to know. I've seen moms miss filing deadlines, not file a counterclaim on something filed on them. And there's so many legal twists and turns that we do need legal advice, at least if we don't have the lawyer we want. So moms will develop a rapport, email or phone, pay them by the hour, and then hire them at the last minute for a trial. So there's ways. If you cannot afford a legal retainer, there are ways. There are things you might not think about when you get to family court of being accused of things. Narcissists will throw whatever they need to throw at the war to win it. And that can be surprising when you get there and you're emotionally destabilized by a false claim. So, what to do about these false claims? Your lawyer, who knows the background of the case, can advise you. There's been times when somebody advised me to file a CPS claim about what was happening, but my lawyer said don't, because you've already filed 5 and it's going to go against you at trial. And guess what? All 5 of the CPS reports, the Child Protective Services, about emotional abuse on the child and different things that were concerning, all went against me at a trial and pegged me as the high conflict party or a crazy mom. And you don't want that image from a judge. A judge will be judging you if you cannot negotiate with the narcissist. Now, if you learn my skillful means, you learn the 5 ways to stop being the target of blame, and you can stop being the narcissist's enemy in his mind. There are ways to skillfully negotiate with a narcissist once you've established a different rapport with them and you're not their enemy to beat or destroy. That's not what my program says. It talks about neutralizing, de-escalating, being nice to the narcissist, and all the reasons why you have to reach down deep and do these strategies, these individual strategies with yourself to help your case and to help your child. So that skillful means, I still say have a lawyer, even if you're practicing the skillful means method, have the lawyer behind you, because it puts a stop to some of the narcissist tactics to getting using court to punish you or using court to win against you. But if you're not the narcissist enemy and target of blame, it stops a lot of the post-separation abuse, which I call co-parenting abuse. So learn about my skillful means and learn how, if you go to a negotiation, and not as his enemy, but as someone who's been nice, given small amounts of narcissistic supply, and you have a ton of leverage and good solid representation, and you're threatening narcissistic supply, you might be able to negotiate with them, which is what I did at the very end. I learned about strategy, I learned about leverage, and I used it from all angles, and they backed down, gave me everything I wanted. And we had been in a legal battle for 20 years. But first, I planted seeds of goodwill. It took about a year to grow. I have those phrases that can neutralize things written. And yes, it does take us. It's got to begin with us, because they don't have peace to give. We have to be the person to establish peace and goodwill, as they are just toxic, personality disordered people. And you can't expect order from a disordered person. So I say pick up my Get the Right Lawyer guide, and you buy it online. You can download it, print it. You can get the link to watch it through the video. You can take notes, learn all you can. And if you want my video course to just get through the basics so that you become the mature, non-high conflict person when dealing with all the tricks and tactics of the narcissist, watch my 11 videos at your own time and pace. The narcissist has many tricks and tactics and traps and manipulations, but we can have strategies, skills, and rules with ourselves. We have the ability to change, endure, survive, adapt, navigate, love ourselves, love our children, and outgrow this narcissist. We can come out smarter and stronger than before. You're welcome to pick up my books and read the progression of losing to winning to creating peace in our situation. This is my new book that has the old Get the Right Lawyer guide. So I encourage you to get the updated, revised version that has one worksheet to print. It's like 2 pages, 3 to 5 of those, and read it, fill it out ahead of time. But if you need to, get the 20 list of 20 wants from my new blog. So this is my website, www.gracerolson.com. If you're a mom co-parenting with a narcissist, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because there's some free videos that come out, and click on my blog, the Co-Parenting with a Narcissist, because this is the list of 20 wants, a powerful tool. You can lead your lawyer with the list of what you want versus get to the lawyer and dump all the pain, drama, problems onto them, because they can't fix crazy either. They can petition the courts for things that you want ordered and things installed into a parenting plan. They can ask the courts for GALs and PCs. They can ask the courts for child support, health care. They are to file motions and to see what your rights and your child rights are. And if you are going to court, you can watch pick up the How to Prepare, because starting the binder of evidence and getting all of the things that come in the mail, the summons, the orders, in a chronological, organized way with a 3-ring binder or plastic sleeves, is so empowering, and you can relax. It's all in the big red book. It's all there. You see what's filed against you, you see what you filed, you see what's written. You can put post-it notes on it with questions. You can start a list of questions for your lawyer so that you are using your lawyer in the most effective way and not as a therapist, which would cost you thousands, and they don't do a good job as a therapist. If you need to know what to put in a court order, if the lawyer you hired doesn't have a comprehensive parenting plan where you just fill in names and change dates, then you might need to print this off and highlight what you want the lawyer to address and put into a lengthy court order. The longer the better, because then you have more recourse. If he's in contempt, the narcissist is in contempt for 5 things, it's better to go into court with 5 contempts versus one here, one there. It can look petty to a judge. Remember, we're being judged by a judge who has biases and is a human being. So pick up my comprehensive list of things to ask for. If you have a lawyer and you need to interview new lawyers or switch, remember your lawyer works for you. Here's 10 factors to consider if you need to switch. They're not showing up, they're not responsive. There's some things that you need to think about, write the pros and cons, and sleep on it. I have a free newsletter called through Substack, and it's about navigating the narcissist. It's a free newsletter for moms, so you'll get an email every time there's a podcast to listen to or a new blog to read or a new resource, because self-education leads to knowledge, and knowledge is power. So learn from our mistakes. Like in my guide, you'll learn about my Get the Right Lawyer guide. You'll learn about avoiding being accused of parental alienation claims. Even if they're false PA claims, they can go against you in family court. So you need to safeguard your custody case against false PA claims. So thank you for watching this short video that explains what's in my Get the Right Lawyer guide. There's much more wisdom in there, nuggets of wisdom, tips, and notes to chew on. Take what you like and leave the rest. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my private moms group.